Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. How's your morning shaping up so far?
Going good. And really, I can't wait to hear. You're talking with Anna Post.
Yes.
Today. I was just talking to you about it. Manners. There's so many details when it comes to manners. And I'm from the South.
Yes.
Manners are a big deal there.
Growing up.
And one of my close friends, when she was getting married, so she was going through the book to make sure, Emily Post's book, to make sure she was doing everything correctly.
Are you serious?
And it goes into the greatest, it covers every single situation that you're in. There is a proper way to do it and not to do it.
As a wife or just getting married, like at the wedding itself, or just in general in life?
Just in general in life. Like
really?
Very interesting things. So
interesting. I'm excited to hear what she says.
Interview on that.
That's cool. Yeah, growing up in the South, I guess it's like you really learn etiquette at a very young age.
Yes, but
not so much in New York. And not so much in Hollywood all the time, but I will tell you this, in Hollywood, the stars are gleaming right now, especially the nominees. We talked about it yesterday, and while the usual suspects were well represented in yesterday's Oscar nomination announcement, the Academy threw some curveballs by including some less visible contenders.
Yeah, for the first time in more than 80 years, the statue could go to a silent film. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has the Oscar buzz.
Best Picture nominees for 2011 are...
With a few surprises, the film industry's top honors were announced for the 84th Annual Academy Awards. And Martin Scorsese's film preservation-themed adventure Hugo leads the way with 11 nominations, including Best Picture. Then in second place with 10 nods, an ode to old Hollywood with The Artist, also in the Best Picture race. And if it wins, it will be the first silent film to get Best Pick since 1929, when World War I drama Wings took home the very first award for film. But in 2012, there's plenty of competition, with 7 other movies competing for Tinseltown's top prize.
What kind of an horse? A miraculous kind of an horse, be my guess.
Including Steven Spielberg's War Horse, Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris, the ensemble The Help, the Brad Pitt baseball drama Moneyball.
You'll be grown before that tree is tall.
2 unexpected add-ons with The Tree of Life and Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Plus, George Clooney's The Descendants.
My friends think just because I live in Hawaii, I live in paradise.
Clooney also earned his expected nod in the lead acting category, along with his buddy Brad Pitt of Moneyball, Jean Dujardin of The Artist, Gary Oldman for Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, and Damien Bichir of A Better Life.
That's the tone that we want to strike.
On the flip side, Meryl Streep got her shoo-in 17th Oscar nomination for her role in The Iron Lady, but have to campaign hard against Glenn Close for Albert Nobbs, Viola Davis of The Help, Rooney Mara of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and Michelle Williams for My Week with Marilyn.
We're gonna be the Fight Club.
But it wasn't all according to script, as the supporting categories held this year's surprises, with kudos going to Melissa McCarthy of Bridesmaids and Jonah Hill of Moneyball.
I'm proud of you, Tommy. What you did for that kid in the tank.
As well as Nick Nolte, who's waited in the wings during these awards campaigns, but finally got Warrior in the ring. But all can take a seat for the song and dance of Billy Crystal, as he returns for his 9th time hosting when the red carpet rolls out for the Oscars February 26th. In New York, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Need to catch up on those movies.
I know. I feel like I'd seen all of them last year. This year, there's so many good ones. Haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, I like to see Brad and George going at it. They said they're going to be pranking each other throughout award season because they're best friends, and so that'll be fun. And also Billy Crystal, I'm so excited. He actually said he will not Gervais anybody at the Ashore. Yeah, he'll have fun. He'll do his own Billy Crystal style. I'm sure he'll do that fun opening number he usually does with the music and the montages, but he's not planning on hurting anybody's feelings in the process.
All right. Let's see how that goes. Well, let's check in now with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez for today's headlines. Good morning.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. Topping your morning news headlines this morning, Governor Susana Martinez and lawmakers want to make convicted child abusers face tougher punishments. They introduced some new bills yesterday that would crack down on the number of crimes, including child abuse that does not result in death. It currently carries a maximum sentence of 3 years in prison, but the governor says that is not enough.
To say that child abuse is only punishable by 3 years, that's unacceptable.
The new measure would make this a second-degree felony and could send abusers to prison for up to 9 years. It would also make Brianna's law tougher. Instead of allowing people who abuse and kill children under the age of 12 to be locked up for life, legislators want to expand that law to include children under the age of 18, not just under 12. The Paseo I-25 interchange project is closer to becoming reality. Yesterday, Bernalillo County Commissioners voted to use $5 million of this year's bond package on the interchange, and Governor Martinez is backing the project. She'll now recommend that the state kick in $30 million toward the project. County Commissioner Michelle Lujan Grisham had proposed originally putting in $15 million toward the project, but the rest of the commission wouldn't go for that much. The bond election, by the way, is this November. The first phase of the rebuilding of the interchange is expected to cost $93 million. And county commissioners also approved spending $150,000 in county and state funds to help renovate a building that will be used as a customer support center for Lowe's Home Improvement. The store change, as we had told you before, is bringing jobs to the area. It's investing $5 million in this customer support center. The new center will employ as many as 600 people by the end of next year. If you are a nurse, listen up. Albuquerque Public Schools wants you. There is a nursing shortage apparently in the district, and APS is hiring. Full-time school nurses, by the way, make $25 to $41 an hour and work 6.5 hours a day, 183 days out of the year. The rough economy has fewer people playing the lottery, and that means scholarships for graduating high school students has gone down. Yes, lottery officials say that they've got to start selling more tickets here in New Mexico if high school juniors want to have a shot at the scholarship. As it looks right now, the fund could dry up by 2014. The lottery is launching a Facebook page and sending out Players Club alerts to try and attract more people.
If someone's out there and they're thinking, lottery ticket or a candy bar, once in a while choose a lottery ticket because you're helping someone go to college.
A lottery scholarship covers tuition for 8 consecutive semesters at a New Mexico public college. A student must maintain a minimum of a 2.5 GPA and be enrolled full-time. Well, this wraps it up for your Wednesday morning headlines. Be sure to start your morning every day with Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and myself on KRQE News 13 from 5 to 7 a.m. Ladies, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio. Have a fabulous Wednesday.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
You too. All right.
And it's not going to be 5 anymore as of Monday, though. 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 a.m. is going to come early. Well, now it's time for the Hollywood Buzz, and TMZ correspondent Gary Trock joins us from Los Angeles. Hey, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, well, let's start it off with what everybody's talking about. The big news out of Hollywood today. Demi Moore rushed to the hospital last night. TMZ is reporting that it is for substance abuse, so please share the story.
Yeah, pretty crazy. So Monday night, actually, around 10:45 p.m., paramedics were called to Demi Moore's house. We're told the issue was for substance abuse. Now, after paramedics got there, they assessed her for about a half hour, and they decided that it was necessary to transport her to the hospital for further checkup. After she got to the hospital, we're told that she is now being transferred to a treatment facility, and her rep tells us that she has chosen to be entered into a treatment facility because she has a lot of stress going on in her life, and she needs professional guidance on how to deal with all of that. So pretty interesting. There's going to be more and more coming out with this. Obviously, there's tons of rumors. Is this related to Ashton Kutcher? It's only possible that because of the breakup, is she going through so much right now? She's obviously very stressed out. But the substance abuse issue, what we're told is what the paramedics went there for. That's what we're going to be looking, trying to dig a little more on. I mean, was it prescription medications or alcohol? It's like, you never know. My hope is just that she takes care of herself and she gets better. And that's the biggest issue here. So we will definitely keep you guys updated as we get more info.
Yeah, please do. I mean, speaking of rumors, I mean, she's got a lot of kids, rumor being one of them. I mean, she's a family woman. It's not just about being in the spotlight as an actress, but she's got a lot of responsibilities at home as as a mother as well, and she's a really well-respected person in the industry. I mean, and it's a shame to see something like this happen after the breakup between her and Ash, and I hate to see somebody crumble who seems so stable,
Definitely.
It's
all right.
tough.
Well,
definitely.
Seal appeared on Ellen yesterday to, of course, promote his new album. And that was his first appearance since Heidi Klum, and he announced that they split up. And it was pretty emotional yesterday. Tell us about it.
It was sad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, Seal definitely made the PR rounds. What's kind of interesting, so, I mean, Heidi Klum really looks like she's the one that wanted to end the marriage, and Seal really didn't want to end it. You know, he even said on Ellen how he's going to keep his wedding ring on and how he still has a connection to her. I think he's saying, like, let's stay together, you know, as this song for while he was on
of
Ellen.
all
I mean,
songs.
he's, you know, really hinting hard. Hinting hard. But we're told that, you know, we're told that Heidi was just upset with his temper. Apparently, he's got a really bad temper, and she had enough of it, and that's why she has decided to end the marriage. We're also told that, you know, she hasn't really filed anything. She hasn't filed papers as of yet, but she's been lawyer shopping, and she shopped, you know, some of the biggest lawyers in Hollywood to handle her divorce. But it was kind of smart on her end, because by shopping so many lawyers, she actually blocked Seal from being able to use those same lawyers because they shared confidential information, and, you know, it would be a conflict of interest if Seal used them. So he's got to, you know, go find his, you know, a good legal team, but she's scooped up a lot of the, you know, the hot, heavy hitters in Hollywood.
Wow. That is interesting.
Right?
Wow.
I would never think of that. I mean, the thing is, we don't really know what goes on. Obviously, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors in any relationship, whether it be in the celebrity spotlight or just in our everyday life. So, you know, it did appear that I think he made a good publicity move for himself, though, for sure, by not canceling his scheduled appearances on talk shows. I think that was a good move on his part.
Well, he had an album that just came out, so you can't abandon that.
No way.
It is an odd timing issue also that this breakup is happening right when he's coming out with this album. I can't imagine that they would ever use, you know, a breakup for publicity, but it is a weird timing.
It is weird timing. Well, great information as always, and we appreciate you keeping us up to date, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week, Gary. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And of
Take
course,
care.
You guys can catch TMZ every weeknight right here on Two Casa Fox at 5:30 p.m. I love getting the scoop from him. He's such a nice guy.
He is great.
Yeah, and the skies are looking pretty this morning, by the way.
It is. The clouds have moved on out. A really nice start. Still breezy, so it feels chilly when you factor in the wind. 35 degrees. Feels like it's in the 20s, though, because of that wind. Storm system moving out over Texas, and Dallas has been getting hit hard with the weather, so I don't know if you have any travel plans today, but there have been some major delays through there. So if you're going to be traveling through the midsection of the United States today or even tomorrow, definitely keep a close eye on those flights, as the weather is going to stay a little unsettled out east. Here, though, things are clearing out. Just a few light showers remaining down toward Carlsbad. Temperatures are in the 30s to low 40s right now. Highs today will top out in the low to mid 50s for Albuquerque. Will be in the 40s in the southeast. 7-day forecast. It gets warmer for the end of the work week. Highs for Albuquerque in the mid 50s.